What's up? Welcome to your daily Buckeye Blitz for a Sunday, November 26, 2023. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast, bringing it to you, trying to bring some energy on a Sunday late morning-ish. Relatively instant reaction, somewhat instant reaction show, as usual on your Sunday. Don't forget, me, Jeff, and Sean, 7:30 p.m. Eastern tonight, live on YouTube right here. So let's get into it. Where to start? Let's start with a general thought. Games like this, mistakes, no matter how big or small they seem in the moment, are always going to be magnified, right? I mean, if you watch football for any period of time, when the talent is nearly equal or close, then every little mistake is going to be magnified. An interception in your own zone, punt, field position, things I mentioned on Friday's 5 keys. So, defense not getting off the field on fourth down. Penalties. Just one penalty for the Buckeyes, actually. But so little things are going to be magnified and can be the difference in the game. And you could point to Kyle McCord's interception in the first quarter. What was it? Third drive, I believe. One play, 0 yards, INT. Yeah. So things like that, are the difference in the game. And it sucks, but that's the way the game goes, right? It happens. So looking at the drive chart, smell something? Weird. Drive chart, Buckeyes go punt, INT, field goal, touchdown, missed field goal, touchdown, punt, TD, then the INT. I don't really give Kyle credit for that last INT. That was half on the O-line. He got hit as he was throwing. So again, one team made mistakes, though they might have been a few mistakes. The other team did not. The cheaters did not make mistakes. They played a virtually perfect game. Field position, starting there, the Buckeyes' average start was their own 23. The cheaters' average start was their own 32. That's almost a 10-yard, first down right there. So it looked like it was going to be a slugfest early on. Buckeyes go 3 and out. Cheaters go 3 and out. Buckeyes go 5 and out and a punt. Cheaters go 3 and out with a punt. Then the one play INT, then the cheaters score on a very short 7-yard drive. That's pretty simple. Most teams should score a touchdown there when you set them up at the 7-yard line. Then the Buckeyes come back, 9 plays, 51 yards and a field goal. Cheaters come back, 14 plays, 75 yards and a TD. Oh, while I'm on the topic, cheater fans of cheaters, you will be referred to as the cheaters going forward on this show. And if you want to hop in the comments, you're more than welcome. And I appreciate the help with the YouTube algorithm, actually. If you don't know what that means, I can spell it for you. Algorithm. I'll get to it later. You guys know what I mean, I hope. But I also really, really enjoy deleting your comments. So, but keep dropping them in there. YouTube loves it. So I love the traffic. So where was I? Oh, cheaters. Yeah. Cheaters come back with a 14-play, 75-yard drive. Then we come back, match them with a field goal or a touchdown drive there in the second quarter, 7 plays, 73 yards, touchdown. Then we get them off the field in 5 plays with a punt. Then we come back to close out the third quarter, the second quarter, the first half, with the field goal attempt of 52 yards. Not a fan of this. This is where I question Ryan Day and his game management. Nobody's ever accused him of being an awesome game manager. And I for somebody that says he's going to be aggressive, show me then, don't tell me, show me. 8 plays, 64 yards, field goal attempt. You had over 30 seconds with timeouts. You could have, it was 4th and 2, I know, when you kicked it, but you're at their 35. What's the damage done if you don't get the first down? You didn't get the field goal anyway, so what's the difference? I know hindsight's 2020, but I really question the decision making there. I say you go for the first down. You got timeouts. The clock stops after a first anyways. Then you take shots, try and get in the end zone. I think they still had 2 timeouts at that point anyways, but regardless. All right, missed field goal at the half. We go in, and then we come out of the half. The cheaters get the ball first, 6 plays, 46 yards, and a field goal. We come back with a nice long touchdown drive of 12 plays, 75 yards. And cheaters get the ball, 77 plays, 75 yards. This is where they really started to work the tight ends. Then we get the ball back. See, this is where I thought we really were coming along and about to overtake things. But then we come back with a 3 and out, on our last possession of the third quarter. We go 3 and out with a punt. Again, Jesse Mirko not flipping the field. The cheaters get the ball at their 36, come down, 7 plays, field goal. Then we come back, hit the touchdown, 8 plays, 65 yards. They only in less than 4 minutes, we got down the field in 65 yards. Then the cheaters come back, 13 plays, 56 yards, field goal, puts them up by, they ran 7 plays off the clock, or 7 minutes off the clock in 13 plays, 56 yards to almost seal it. And then we come back, 4 plays, 44 yards. We get a couple things going there. You get the weird catch fumble by Fleming to Emeka, and then the pick comes up next. Again, O-line not getting it done. Another detail, another thing that you might not think is a big deal, just watching the game once through. But the O-line had major issues all day long with pass pro and run blocking. I'll get into the grades on tomorrow's Daily Blitz. But anyway, so we outgained them by total yardage, 378 to 338, passing yards, 271 to 182. They actually let Kyle throw the ball. He had 20 attempts, 16 completions, nice 80% completion percentage. JJ looked better. Like, this is like the best I've seen JJ all year. So good on him, former Buckeye fan. Kyle goes 18 of 30, a 60% completion percentage. That's slightly under his season average of 63, 64, something like that. For 271, 2 touchdowns. They'd have the 2 picks, obviously. JJ had no picks, no mistakes. Again, played a clean, perfect game. He had that weird throwback to the middle of the field that is one of those JJ things that a lot of times you got to take advantage of that. But he got away with it. Third downs, we actually beat them on third downs, 4 of 9. They were 3 of 12. Then, though, they were always in a 4th and short. So they converted 3 of 3 on 4th downs. We could not, I don't say this very often, could not get off the field on 4th down. It's fucking frustrating. Anyways, average yards per play, we're at 6.5. They're at 5.6. Yards per completion, we're at 15.1. They were 10.7. And sack adjusted rushing yards, we had 110, a 4.1 average. They had 162, a 4.2 average. But that includes the rushes by Orgy, that guy likes to party, and JJ. So what else? Big plays. They really, what they have here? 1 play over 30 yards is what I have. That was Loveland, the tight end, hit a 34-yarder. Again, you can't have linebackers covering tight ends. That should be well illustrated throughout the season, whether it's Tommy, Steele, doesn't matter, Cody. None of them can cover tight end. Buckeye running game couldn't really get going much. Trey had 60 yards on 19 carries, just a 3.2 average. Did get in the end zone once. He didn't have, I don't have any negative carries for him whatsoever. 0 negative carries, just a 1 for 0 yards. So usually 2 for 0 yards. Sorry. Usually that's a good sign, but he couldn't get outside. We couldn't get those creases so he could hit a home run. Chip Trainum had a nice day. He had 6 carries, 37 yards, 6.2 average. X-Man had a couple carries for 13 yards, had a key first down he picked up. And then the receivers, Harrison, 5 catches on 9 targets. I always credit him with a drop here or there, but he's good for about 1 a game. A Mecca drop early, the first drive of the game. That really kind of set the tone for the passing game early on anyway. But Marv goes 118 and a touchdown, 44-yarder was his long. Fleming, 3 catches, 58 yards. Good to see him getting some contributions. That was on 3 targets. Got to hang on to the ball, though, dude. Cade didn't look like he was 100% to me. He's kind of, limping around a little bit. What else? He did have 3 catches on 6 targets, along with 32. Emeka, just 3 on 6 targets with the drop for 25 yards and a touchdown. Trey, 3 catches, 19 yards. I was hoping that he would get a couple more in the pass game. He had 4 targets, and X-Man had 1 for 9. So, again, difference in the game is a turnover, an interception, and not flipping the field on special teams. Only 1 sack each. TFLs, 2 and 1, so virtually the same there. It's one of those frustrating losses, but hey, doesn't matter if it's 3 in a row or 10 in a row. People forget the previous, 2001 through 2019 when we were smoking those fools. So again, let's see what happens with the rest of the country. We're definitely going to need some help to get back in the playoff picture, but nothing is impossible. We proved that last year. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, that's the gist. That's about it. It's about all I have energy for, honestly, but some issues to clean up for sure. I would say if you're a Psycho fan that thinks Ryan Day should be fired, you should probably check yourself into a hospital. And if you're going to repeat the same tired takes, Kyle Honda McCord is mid AF. Save it. Thank you. I see that. You do need to realize he's not CJ Stroud. He's not Justin Fields. He's not Dwayne Haskins. All right. And it's just his first year starting. Turnovers came at a bad time. We needed him to play a better game. We needed the O-line to play a perfect game. They did not. They played one of their worst games of the year. So that's all I got. Lot to go around, lot of issues on both sides of the ball. Defense couldn't get off the field. Let them drive for the last 6 minutes of the game. Left 1 minute on the clock for us to try and hurry and get we needed a touchdown in a minute 15 or something. So that's virtually impossible. It's tough to do, but anyway, hopefully we'll